Hello, wine student. Welcome to your LOL kit. Thank you so much for buying the Many Faces of Chardonnay class. We hope you have a lot of fun going through this with your friends. What you have in your kit, you have your teacher lesson plan. So the front is information, general information about Chardonnay. Center, maps, key maps associated with the wines that we're suggesting you taste with your friends. 3 exposés on each of those wines so that you've got that information. On the back you've got a tasting grid and general notes as well. In your kit you also have a wine aroma wheel. These are awesome to help you start to figure out what is in your glass, what you're smelling as you're going through the class with your friends. So you start at the center of this and move your way out so that each time you're trying to define the smell in a little more detail, you'll move your way out of the center. You have additional tasting grids that you'll give your friends. They can fill these in and take them home and put them in their wine reference information. And you have some pencils in the kit. You also have some stickers to give out during your class for good questions, good answers, those kinds of things. Have fun with those stickers. So let's talk a little bit about Chardonnay. It is a very malleable, easy grape to taste, and it's also very easy to affect it in the vine region and what they're doing with it, and also in the winemaking area. So it really depends on where this is growing as to what character it takes, and then once it's picked, the winemaker has a great degree of latitude in affecting the taste of the wine. So in France they talk about terroir, which is the sun, the location, the slant of the slope, the soil, everything together, and what makes that wine. Very interesting because some of them are very minerally. The Chablis that you'll be trying is out of a region that specializes in a chalky soil that even has little oyster shells, prehistoric oyster shells in it. So it takes on a very minerally flavor from that soil. The Chardonnays can be anything from light to very heavy in terms of their body. And look for green apple, citrus, melon, nuts, pineapple, these kinds of things from the wine. And then depending on if they've used oak, butter, vanilla, smoke, caramel, those kinds of flavors and smells. So you'll be tasting, as I mentioned, a wine from Chablis, France. They only grow Chardonnay in Chablis, and the Chablis wines became so popular in the course of winemaking history that the new wine industry in the United States started actually using Chablis to refer to any dry white wine, no matter whether it was made from Chardonnay or anything. So in the most recent developments and most recent laws, the wineries are prevented from using the word Chablis unless they were grandfathered in. They're allowed to still use them, but most reputable places don't use the word Chablis, and you won't see that on anything other than very, very low budget wines. Another wine you'll be trying is from the Burgundy region of France. All the wines, all the whites that come out of Burgundy, France are Chardonnays, believe it or not. The Chablis region doesn't tend to use oak in their Chardonnays. The Burgundy region does tend to use a little oak in their Chardonnay. So that'll have a little bit of oak flavor and aromas associated with that. The third wine you'll be trying is a Chardonnay from California. So that's going to be the most big wine. It's going to have the most oak. It's going to have the most butter, that kind of thing, and it's also going to have gone through malolactic fermentation. You have additional information on the back page about malolactic fermentation, which is really an interesting concept for wines. Many Chardonnays go through it, and a lot of reds, most of the reds do as well. So don't miss that. And don't forget to scan the QR code again after you are done with your class, so that we can know what was your class's favorite wines, and you'll be able to see the input from around the country as people are using their LOL kits with their friends around the country. Thank you so much again for ordering your kit. We are so happy to see you here at Fox School of Wine. Detention, anyone?